at it again. She's at it again. She's at it again. So let's do the first story. The first story we're going to do about her is about her. People are saying she's flaunting her toned body. Kyle, actually, let me make this a little bit bigger. So you guys can see her body when I go through this one, okay? I'm going to talk about her figure, and she's saying it's because she, quote, quit drinking alcohol, or she took some Ozempic shots. You be the judge. And then we'll talk about her talking about Lisa Rinna and Crystal and Beverly Hills and all of that. This is the thing. Kyle, your body is looking like a mess. And what I mean by that is this. I don't think your body in this photo, and I think this photo was taken like today or yesterday or something like that. I don't think this is attractive. I think you're getting too muscular, if you can even call it that, on the top. Maybe it's the angle. But I thought your body was actually way more attractive and sexy before. I don't know what the hell this is, Kyle. What the hell's going on? But let's get into it. This is Reality Blurb. It says, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Kyle Richards flaunts her toned figure at the gym after quitting alcohol. I wouldn't personally use the word flaunting, because to me, flaunting is positive. Like, let me flaunt. But this, I don't know. Anyway, let's keep going. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Kyle Richards can't stop or won't stop sharing photos of her new svelte figure to social media, and who can blame her? I can. Girl, you got to stop this. Kyle, nobody is asking you to be a fitness influencer. Nobody's asking you to be a foodie influencer. Nobody's asking for this. But since you keep giving it, I'm going to keep talking about it, okay? Let's go. The mom of four took to her Instagram stories on Monday morning to share a new gym selfie, as well as a clip of her working out on a leg machine before heading out for a trip to Disneyland. In her new share, Kyle can be seen wearing a mauve outfit, which hugs her new and leaner figure, as well as neon pink and yellow trainers. She wears this outfit as she hits the treadmill and leg machines in a video captured by the Daily Mail. The fact that I had to read that with a straight face, who is Kyle paying to write this? Who's on the payroll? Is the Daily Mail on the payroll? Is Reality Blurb on the payroll? That was the most flattering up Kyle's butt review I have ever heard in my life. Who's getting paid? Who's on the payroll? Not me, obviously. I'm obviously not on the payroll because this ain't it. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star has come under media scrutiny and social media backlash after many fans accuse the actress of cheating and using the diabetes drug Ozempic to help her lose weight. According to Kyle, the accusations couldn't be further from the truth, and her success is credited to cutting out carbs, sugar, and alcohol, as well as a rigorous workout regimen. Fans know how much Kyle loves a good margarita, but she says she doesn't feel even tempted to imbibe. This is a couple of things. One, I don't believe you, Kyle. I think the way that you are maintaining and maybe even slimming down more, sure, is through this very restrictive, quote, diet, which to me might be more like a ED relapse. And, workout, because there is a such thing as working out too much. You can't over exercise. I don't know why she thinks she needs to be in the gym for 2 hours a day. Again, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if she's just taking the shots and then coming into the gym just to take photos of herself to pretend like she's working out. People do that too. People take photos of themselves doing a bunch of stuff just to act like fronting for the gram. I don't know. But I don't think that, and to me, I'll say this, I don't think the jump start of your weight loss was just through diet and exercise alone. I think that your jump start was through surgery and taking some Ozempic-like shot, whether it's liposuction, whether it's Emsculpt, whether it's Ozempic or one of the other ones. I do think you got some help. I do. I do. And I don't call it cheating. The only reason why I'm calling it, I agree with the word cheating, is because you're being dishonest about it, in my opinion. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. She could have just done all this so fast through diet and exercise. She could have, sure. Sure. But logically, it doesn't make sense because of how drastic and how fast. The biggest thing for me is the timing. She got very thin in a very small, very, very quick amount of time. You know, she's getting thinner and I guess tighter, whatever you want to call this situation over here. Again, to me, my personal taste, I don't find this sexy. This body, I don't know, maybe it's the angle, maybe it's her arm. The top is very bulky and the bottom. This body situation, just in my personal preference, isn't sexy to me. Like, I don't find that hot. You know, I'm a straight woman, but I appreciate a woman's body. And I don't know. I like a little bit more softness to a woman. I like a little bit more of a curve. I like a little bit more of realness, you know, sensuality. This, I don't know. I don't know what this situation is. Anyway, let's keep going. I went on a tangent, but what else is new? All right, let's keep going. Okay. She says, truth is, I don't miss it at all. She responded on her Instagram story to a fan's comment about saying no to booze. I feel amazing, so I don't see the point right now. You don't see the point right now because you're hyper focused on your body and losing weight, and your obsession to control your body and your obsession to be thin is trumping your temptation to have a cocktail. So again, I think it's very misleading to act like you're not drinking because you want to be, quote, healthy, you know, clear mind, you know, strong body. You're not drinking because you're being hyper vigilant about your calories. So don't get it twisted, boo boo. You know, there are people who stop drinking because they want to be sober. There are people who stop drinking because maybe they're not alcoholics, but maybe they have a drinking problem, you know, and those are two different things. You know, there are some people who have drinking problems and there are some people who are alcoholics. There's, you know, there's a whole spectrum of things, but they're doing it from a place of awareness of, I need to be able to be more mindful about the alcohol I consume because it's detrimental to my life. It makes me hurt people. I black out or whatever the case is. But you, Kyle, you're simply doing it because you think this looks good. So girl, bye. Just tell the truth. As for the Ozempic drug rumors, Kyle explained to the outlet that the accusations are hurtful. Hurtful? You know what's hurtful? The actual people with diabetes who no longer have access to their medicine. That is what's hurtful. The people who have been priced out or supplied out, meaning the fact that Kyle and all of her rich friends and all of the celebrities and reality stars and rich people who went out there and they're buying Ozempic and all the other brands, Wegovy and Monjuvo, whatever the hell they're called. And now because the demand is so high, A, there's less supply for the people who need it, and B, the price. You gouge the price up, and people are now priced out of being able to even afford the medicine. That is what is hurtful. Get a freaking clue, Kyle. You live on planet Mars. Again, this is what kills me with Kyle. Kyle, you have the most infuriating way of, in any situation, literally any situation, to make yourself the victim. How are you saying that you feel hurt by the fact that you went from a normal sized woman to whatever the hell we're seeing in this picture in 2.5 seconds, and people are accusing me of cheating and taking a drug? It's so hurtful. When there are actually people out there who are suffering because you think it's cute to post this pic. How are you the victim in this situation? How do you have zero, and I mean literally like negative wherewithal for anybody outside of yourself? Like, if I were you, Kyle, And say I really was losing the weight and, quote, getting fit just through diet and exercise. And that was the truth. And I had all of these people talking about, no, Candy, you're taking Ozempic shots. No, girl, that can't be natural. You lost weight way too fast. It would never occur to me to say, this is so hurtful. What I would say is, this is very dangerous because I really did do it the right way. It's very dangerous because it's sending a message to my fans and my followers and my audience. I'm talking about if I was Kyle saying this. I don't call people fans or followers. This is my community and my candy canes, okay? But if I'm her, I would say this is very dangerous because the people who look up to me are going to assume that I'm taking this drug. And given its side effects, it's a very dangerous thing. And I'm really worried about that. So I would appreciate it that people would no longer say that because I don't want that message to get to the wrong people. Then I would actually do some type of donation or something like that to people who may be struggling to find their diabetes medicine or who can no longer afford it, to bring awareness to it. I'm not talking about a dirty Diana Jenkins fake charity, miss me with the BS. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something to really do good. Because Kyle, the fact your privilege is showing, to quote Diana, you're sitting there, you've been posting pics from, your Mexico trip, and you were in Australia and you're in Europe and blah, 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 and you just couldn't do it. And now you're posting your pics from your in-house gym and you have your nutritionist and blah, 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 blah. But somehow the situation that has left people without life-saving medicine, somehow you're hurt and you're the victim. Like, it blows my mind the level of delusion you live in. All right, let me get off my soapbox because I can't with Kyle. I can't. Now, listen to this chick. She goes, when people try to blame my appearance on surgery or Ozempic, which would be completely irresponsible to use when diabetics can't get their hands on it, it's really frustrating to me, Kyle told the outlet. Kyle, this is how we know you're a narcissist. You tried to say, oh, it's irresponsible, the diet can't get their hands on it, it's really frustrating to me, but yet you still made it about yourself. You still made it about you, how it's so frustrating to you. Not how it must be so frustrating for the people who need it and can't get it. Do you see what I'm saying? It was a very covert. Yeah, it was very covert narcissism, where it's like, I'm going to pretend like I'm caring about all of you, but I'm actually talking about how much it frustrates me, that you're blaming my body on surgery and Ozempic. This is my body that I got from no carbs and no sugar and working out. You're still making it about yourself. Girl, it bothers me. I would rather just, and she literally says this, inspire people with what I'm doing so they can try the same things I've been doing and see what happens to them. The reality star concluded. Girl, the delusion is real. The delusion is real. But as always, I want to know what you guys think. Put it down below. Let me know what you think. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and join our newsletter down below. Now, let's go on to our next story, which is, again, our girl Kyle.